What up, my peoples? Let's see. Okay, we're about to just mess around. You know what I'm saying? See what's really good, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Okay. So, on the last episode of Runescape with Refined, so we were trying to build a cannon. We're about to try out these cannonballs. Okay. So here's the plan. Boom. Nah, this. Pop out chat. You heard? Okay. So we got the chat lit. You heard? So now we about to do this cannonball action. Okay. So here's the plan. We are about to go to do the Slayer quest, or Slayer action, but we're just gonna, oh wait, let me get some range arrows or something. Yeah, let me get my little, this is a different fit, so we're trying to do range today. We're gonna try to rank up our range today. Yeah, so, get a little, these are mithril arrows? Mithril. I'm about to clean out my bank account though. Some ball of wool. Okay. What's up, my peoples? I'm gonna have this playing in the background.
To take it back to him. If you see the donkey of someone who hates you fallen down under its load, do not leave it there. Be sure you help him with it. Do not deny justice to your poor people in their lawsuits. Have nothing to do with a false charge, and do not put an innocent or honest person to death, for I will not acquit the guilty. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds those who see and twists the words of the righteous. Do not oppress an alien. You yourselves know how it feels to be aliens, because you were aliens in Egypt. For 6 years, you are to sow your fields and harvest the crops. But during the 7th year, let the land lie unplowed and unused. Then the poor among your people may get food from it, and the wild animals may eat what they leave. Do the same with your vineyard and your olive grove. 6 days do your work, but on the 7th day do not work, so that your ox and your donkey may rest, and the slave born in your household, and the alien as well may be refreshed. Be careful to do everything I have said to you. Do not invoke the names of other gods. Do not let them be heard on your lips. 3 times a year, you are to celebrate a festival to me. Celebrate the Feast of Unleavened Bread. For 7 days eat bread made without yeast, as I commanded you. Do this at the appointed time, in the month of Abib, for in that month you came out of Egypt. No one is to appear before me empty-handed. Celebrate the Feast of Harvest with the first fruits of the crops you sow in your field. Celebrate the Feast of Ingathering at the end of the year, when you gather in your crops from the field. 3 times a year, all the men are to appear before the Sovereign Lord. Do not offer the blood of a sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast. The fat of my festival offerings must not be kept until morning. Bring the best of the first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. See, I am sending an angel ahead of you to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place I have prepared. Pay attention to him and listen to what he says. Do not rebel against him. He will not forgive your rebellion, since my name is in him. If you listen carefully to what he says and do all that I say, I will be an enemy to your enemies and will oppose those who oppose you. My angel will go ahead of you and bring you into the land of the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hivites, and Jebusites, and I will wipe them out. Do not bow down before their gods, or worship them, or follow their practices. You must demolish them and break their sacred stones to pieces. Worship the Lord your God, and his blessing will be on your food and water. I will take away sickness from among you, and none will miscarry or be barren in your land.
Okay, so we have to kill 58 moss giants. So I'm going to find out where the moss giants are at. So if you guys don't know, we're listening to the Bible right now. This is Exodus. Chapter 17. So I'm just listening to it while I play. So
I will give you a full lifespan. I will send my terror ahead of you and throw into confusion every nation you encounter. I will make all your enemies turn their backs and run. I will send the hornet ahead of you to drive the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites out of your way. But I will not drive them out in a single year, because the land would become desolate and the wild animals too numerous for you. Little by little, I will drive them out before you, until you have increased enough to take possession of the land. I will establish your borders from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Philistines, and from the desert to the river. I will hand over to you the people who live in the land, and you will drive them out before you. Do not make a covenant with them or with their gods. Do not let them live in your land, or they will cause you to sin against me, because the worship of their gods will certainly be a snare to you.
Chapter 24. Then he said to Moses,
Come up to the Lord, you and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. You are to worship at a distance, but Moses alone is to approach the Lord. The others must not come near, and the people may not come up with him.
When Moses went and told the people all the Lord's words and laws, they responded with one voice,
Everything the Lord has said we will do.
Moses then wrote down everything the Lord had said. He got up early the next morning and built an altar at the foot of the mountain and set up 12 stone pillars representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Then he sent young Israelite men, and they offered burnt offerings and sacrificed young bulls as fellowship offerings to the Lord. Moses took half of the blood and put it in bowls, and the other half he sprinkled on the altar. Then he took the book of the covenant and read it to the people. They responded,
We will do everything the Lord has said. We will obey.
Moses then took the blood, sprinkled it on the people, and said,
This is the blood of the covenant that the Lord has made with you in accordance with all these words.
Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and the 70 elders of Israel went up and saw the God of Israel. Under his feet was something like a pavement made of sapphire, clear as the sky itself. But God did not raise his hand against these leaders of the Israelites. They saw God, and they ate and drank. The Lord said to Moses,
Come up to me on the mountain and stay here, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and commands I have written for their instruction.
Then Moses set out with Joshua his aide, and Moses went up on the mountain of God. He said to the elders,
Wait here for us until we come back to you. Aaron and Hur are with you, and anyone involved in a dispute can go to them.
When Moses went up on the mountain, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord settled on Mount Sinai. For 6 days the cloud covered the mountain, and on the 7th day the Lord called to Moses from within the cloud. To the Israelites the glory of the Lord looked like a consuming fire on top of the mountain. Then Moses entered the cloud as he went on up the mountain, and he stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Chapter 25. The Lord said to Moses,
Tell the Israelites to bring me an offering. You are to receive the offering for me from each man whose heart prompts him to give. These are the offerings you are to receive from them: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen, goat hair, ram skins dyed red, and hides of sea cows, acacia wood, olive oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and for the fragrant incense, and onyx stones, and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and breastpiece. Then have them make a sanctuary for me, and I will dwell among them. Make this tabernacle and all its furnishings exactly like the pattern I will show you. Have them make a chest of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 cubits wide, and 1.5 cubits high. Overlay it with pure gold, both inside and out, and make a gold molding around it. Cast 4 gold rings for it, and fasten them to its 4 feet, with 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other. Then make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. Insert the poles into the rings on the sides of the chest to carry it. The poles are to remain in the rings of this ark. They are not to be removed. Then put in the ark the testimony which I will give you. Make an atonement cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long, and 1.5 cubits wide. And make 2 cherubim out of hammered gold at the ends of the cover. Make 1 cherub on one end, and the second cherub on the other. Make the cherubim of one piece with the cover at the 2 ends. The cherubim are to have their wings spread upward, overshadowing the cover with them. The cherubim are to face each other, looking toward the cover. Place the cover on top of the ark, and put in the ark the testimony which I will give you. There, above the cover between the 2 cherubim that are over the ark of the testimony, I will meet with you.
Wait, I gotta look up what this chair. This is Exodus. What? Okay, we're in Exodus 25. Wait, let me just. Exodus 25. Description of the altar. Oh, the tabernacle. Let's see. Okay, let's just look at an image of the tabernacle. So this is what Moses was supposed to build for Yahweh G's. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This is the Ark of the, well, I don't know if this is the Ark of the Covenant, but this is the tabernacle. Damn, looks pretty cool. Anyways, I just wanted to see what it looks like. See somebody made it.
And give you all my commands for the Israelites. Make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits long, 1 cubit wide, and 1.5 cubits high. Overlay it with pure gold, and make a gold molding around it. Also make around it a rim, a handbreadth wide, and put a gold molding on the rim. Make 4 gold rings for the table, and fasten them to the 4 corners where the 4 legs are. The rings are to be close to the rim to hold the poles used in carrying the table. Make the poles of acacia wood, overlay them with gold, and carry the table with them. And make its plates and dishes of pure gold, as well as its pitchers and bowls for the pouring out of offerings. Put the bread of the presence on this table to be before me at all times. Make a lampstand of pure gold, and hammer it out, base and shaft. Its flower-like cups, buds, and blossoms shall be of one piece with it. 6 branches are to extend from the sides of the lampstand, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. 3 cups shaped like almond flowers with buds and blossoms are to be on one branch, 3 on the next branch, and the same for all 6 branches extending from the lampstand. And on the lampstand there are to be 4 cups shaped like almond flowers with buds and blossoms. 1 bud shall be under the first pair of branches extending from the lampstand, a 2nd bud under the 2nd pair, and a 3rd bud under the 3rd pair, 6 branches in all. The buds and branches shall all be of one piece with the lampstand, hammered out of pure gold. Then make it 7 lamps, and set them up on it, so that they light the space in front of it. Its wick trimmers and trays are to be of pure gold. A talent of pure gold is to be used for the lampstand and all these accessories. See that you make them according to the pattern shown you on the mountain.
Chapter 26.
Make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of finely twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, with cherubim worked into them by a skilled craftsman. All the curtains are to be the same size, 28 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Join 5 of the curtains together and do the same with the other 5. Make loops of blue material along the edge of the end curtain in one set, and do the same with the end curtain in the other set. Make 50 loops on one curtain and 50 loops on the end curtain of the other set, with the loops opposite each other. Then make 50 gold clasps and use them to fasten the curtains together, so that the tabernacle is a unit. Make curtains of goat hair for the tent over the tabernacle, 11 altogether. All 11 curtains are to be the same size, 30 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. Join 5 of the curtains together into one set, and the other 6 into another set. Fold the 6th curtain double at the front of the tent. Make 50 loops along the edge of the end curtain in one set, and also along the edge of the end curtain in the other set. Then, make 50 bronze clasps and put them in the loops to fasten the tent together as a unit. As for the additional length of the tent curtains, the half curtain that is left over is to hang down at the rear of the tabernacle. The tent curtains will be a cubit longer on both sides. What is left will hang over the sides of the tabernacle so as to cover it. Make for the tent a covering of ram skins dyed red, and over that a covering of hides of sea cows. Make upright frames of acacia wood for the tabernacle. Each frame is to be 10 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide, with 2 projections set parallel to each other. Make all the frames of the tabernacle in this way. Make 20 frames for the south side of the tabernacle, and make 40 silver bases to go under them, 2 bases for each frame, 1 under each projection. For the other side, the north side of the tabernacle, make 20 frames, and 40 silver bases, 2 under each frame. Make 6 frames for the far end, that is the west end of the tabernacle, and make 2 frames for the corners at the far end. At these 2 corners, they must be double from the bottom all the way to the top, and fitted into a single ring. Both shall be like that. So there will be 8 frames and 16 silver bases, 2 under each frame. Also make crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames on one side of the tabernacle, 5 for those on the other side, and 5 for the...
Yo, shouts out 420 Dank Shot, you feel me? We outside. We just listening to the audio Bible, you know what I'm saying? Oh, is that ganging now? Oh, the construction. Dang, check out the fit. Okay, he got the little fit going. Friggin'. Well, let's see. F with me, you know I got it. The Dwarf. I gotta fold the free ski. $700. Let's get back to this Bible action.
The frames on the west at the far end of the tabernacle. The center crossbar is to extend from end to end at the middle of the frames. Overlay the frames with gold and make gold rings to hold the crossbars. Also overlay the crossbars with gold. Set up the tabernacle according to the plan shown you on the mountain. Make a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, with cherubim worked into it by a skilled craftsman. Hang it with gold hooks on 4 posts of acacia wood overlaid with gold and standing on 4 silver bases. Hang the curtain from the clasps and place the Ark of the Testimony behind the curtain. The curtain will separate the holy place from the most holy place. Put the atonement cover on the Ark of the Testimony in the most holy place. Place the table outside the curtain on the north side of the tabernacle, and put the lampstand opposite it on the south side. For the entrance to the tent, make a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely twisted linen. The work of an embroiderer. Make gold hooks for this curtain, and 5 posts of acacia wood overlaid with gold, and cast 5 bronze bases for them.
Chapter 27.
Build an altar of acacia wood, 3 cubits high. It is to be square, 5 cubits long, and 5 cubits wide. Make a horn at each of the 4 corners, so that the horns and the altar are of one piece, and overlay the altar with bronze. Make all its utensils of bronze, its pots to remove the ashes, and its shovels, sprinkling bowls, meat forks, and fire pans. Make a grating for it, a bronze network, and make a bronze ring at each of the 4 corners of the network. Put it under the ledge of the altar, so...
Alright, people, so... we're about to give... This is my first donation on here, so I'm about to give 700K to old Locky and his joint. So we about to give him 700 bands so he can get a dang Dwarf cannon or something. Oh damn, I forgot the rest of my money. I think I'll give him like $698 or something because I gotta go to the dungeon. But anyways, so we're about to give him some money on. And then he can go get a cannon. But back to business.
So that it is halfway up the altar. Make poles of acacia wood for the altar, and overlay them with bronze. The poles are to be inserted into the rings, so they will be on 2 sides of the altar when it is carried. Make the altar hollow out of boards. It is to be made just as you were shown on the mountain. Make a courtyard for the tabernacle. The south side shall be 100 cubits long, and is to have curtains of finely twisted linen, with 20 posts and 20 bronze bases, and with silver hooks and bands on the posts. The north side shall also be 100 cubits long, and is to have curtains with 20 posts and 20 bronze bases, and with silver hooks and bands on the posts. The west end of the courtyard shall be 50 cubits wide, and have curtains with 10 posts and 10 bases. On the east end toward the sunrise, the courtyard shall also be 50 cubits wide. Curtains 15 cubits long are to be on one side of the entrance, with 3 posts and 3 bases. And curtains 15 cubits long are to be on the other side, with 3 posts and 3 bases. For the entrance to the courtyard, provide a curtain 20 cubits long, of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, the work of an embroiderer, with 4 posts and 4 bases. All the posts around the courtyard are to have silver bands and hooks and bronze bases. The courtyard shall be 100 cubits long and 50 cubits wide, with curtains of finely twisted linen 5 cubits high, and with bronze bases. All the other articles used in the service of the tabernacle, whatever their function, including all the tent pegs for it and those for the courtyard, are to be of bronze. Command the Israelites to bring you clear oil of pressed olives for the light, so that the lamps may be kept burning. In the tent of meeting, outside the curtain that is in front of the testimony, Aaron and his sons are to keep the lamps burning before the Lord from evening till morning. This is to be a lasting ordinance among the Israelites for the generations to come.
Chapter 28.
Have Aaron...
Okay, so we just hooked up homeboy with 700 bands, so he could go get himself a cannon. The cannon. What? To chop through, you need an axe that you have. Oh my gosh, I need to go get a freaking axe, bro. This is an expensive trip, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna go back, get an axe, then chop this, then the giants are over here. Okay, so we have to leave again. Hey, it's all part of the game, you heard me? So we'll go back to, I don't even know where I clicked on. Yeah, it's not where I was trying to click. But anyways, put on a new one. Okay. Back to Drainer again. Okay. We still in business? We still in business. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoying the little... I gotta switch it up because I want to listen to the Bible, but I'm like, I don't know, I want to play the game. Okay, let me get a little axe action. I don't even think I can use a mithril axe, bro. I might have to get my wood cutting up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I can use mithril. Mithril's 21, okay. We'll get a mithril axe, bro. Take out another 10 bands. Mithril axe. Okay. So we got enough to teleport up out of there. Okay. Back to Karamja. Back to Kirajama. Okay. Okay. Back to...
Aaron your brother brought to you from among the Israelites, along with his sons Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar, so they may serve me as priests. Make sacred garments for your brother Aaron, to give him dignity and honor. Tell all the skilled men to whom I have given wisdom in such matters, that they are to make garments for Aaron, for his consecration, so he may serve me as priest. These are the garments they are to make: a breastpiece, an ephod, a robe, a woven tunic, a turban, and a sash. They are to...
Wait a second.
wisdom in such matters, that they are to make garments for Aaron, for his consecration, so he may serve me as priest. These are the garments they are to make: a breastpiece, an ephod, a robe, a woven tunic, a turban, and a sash. They are to make these sacred garments for your brother Aaron and his sons, so they may serve me as priests. Have them use gold, and blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen. Make the ephod of gold, and of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and of finely twisted linen, the work of a skilled craftsman. It is to have 2 shoulder pieces attached to 2 of its corners, so it can be fastened. Its skillfully woven waistband is to be like it, of one piece with the ephod, and made with gold, and with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and with finely twisted linen. Take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, in the order of their birth, 6 names on one stone, and the remaining 6 on the other. Engrave the names of the sons of Israel on the 2 stones, the way a gem cutter engraves a seal. Then mount the stones in gold filigree settings, and fasten them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod, as memorial stones for the sons of Israel. Aaron is to bear the names on his shoulders as a memorial before the Lord. Make gold filigree settings and 2 braided chains of pure gold, like a rope, and attach the chains to the settings. Fashion a breastpiece for making decisions, the work of a skilled craftsman. Make it like the ephod, of gold and of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and of finely twisted linen. It is to be square, a span long and a span wide, and folded double. Then mount 4 rows of precious stones on it. In the first row there shall be a ruby, a topaz, and a beryl. In the second row a turquoise, a sapphire, and an emerald. In the third row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. In the fourth row a chrysolite, an onyx, and a jasper. Mount them in gold filigree settings. There are to be 12 stones, 1 for each of the names of the sons of Israel, each engraved like a seal with the name of one of the 12 tribes. For the breastpiece, make braided chains of pure gold, like a rope. Make 2 gold rings for it, and fasten them to 2 corners of the breastpiece. Fasten the 2 gold chains to the rings at the corners of the breastpiece, and the other ends of the chains to the 2 settings, attaching them to the shoulder pieces of the ephod at the front. Make 2 gold rings and attach them to the other 2 corners of the breastpiece on the inside edge next to the ephod. Make 2 more gold rings and attach them to the bottom of the shoulder pieces on the front of the ephod, close to the seam just above the waistband of the ephod. The rings of the breastpiece are to be tied to the rings of the ephod with blue cord, connecting it to the waistband, so that the breastpiece will not swing out from the ephod. Whenever Aaron enters the holy place, he will bear the names of the sons of Israel over his heart on the breastpiece of decision as a continuing memorial before the Lord. Also, put the Urim and the Thummim in the breastpiece, so they may be over Aaron's heart whenever he enters the presence of the Lord. Thus, Aaron will always bear the means of making decisions for the Israelites over his heart before the Lord. Make the robe of the ephod entirely of blue cloth, with an opening for the head in its center. There shall be a woven edge like a collar around this opening, so that it will not tear. Make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn around the hem of the robe, with gold bells between them. The gold bells and the pomegranates are to alternate around the hem of the robe. Aaron must wear it when he ministers. The sound of the bells will be heard when he enters the holy place before the Lord, and when he comes out, so that he will not die. Make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it as on a seal, holy to the Lord. Fasten a blue cord to it, to attach it to the turban. It is to be on the front of the turban. It will be on Aaron's forehead, and he will bear the guilt involved in the sacred gifts the Israelites consecrate, whatever their gifts may be. It will be on Aaron's forehead continually, so that they will be acceptable to the Lord. Weave the tunic of fine linen, and make the turban of fine linen. The sash is to be the work of an embroiderer. Make tunics, sashes, and headbands for Aaron's sons, to give them dignity and honor. After you put these clothes on your brother Aaron and his sons, anoint and ordain them. Consecrate them, so they may serve me as priests. Make linen undergarments as a covering for the body, reaching from the waist to the thigh. Aaron and his sons must wear them whenever they enter the tent of meeting or approach the altar to minister in the holy place, so that they will not incur guilt and die. This is to be a lasting ordinance for Aaron and his descendants.
Chapter 29.
This is what you are to do to consecrate them, so they may serve me as priests. Take a young bull and 2 rams without defect, and from fine wheat flour without...
Okay, so I thought this was gonna be better, but it's not. There's nobody even here. There's no like moss giants. There's like one of them here. I was trying to use this cannon yurt, so I mean maybe we could set it up right here or something. Pick this joint up. Let's see. Maybe there's a better spot we can just go to. This spot is whack, bro. That's it. Okay. What are these called? Moss giants? Okay, so that's all the moss giants. Okay, so we gotta find another spot. Pirates Cove, Brimhaven Dungeon, Catacombs, let's see. Nah. Giant's Den? Okay, we can try that. How do you get here? All the giants can be killed with or without Slayer test giants. Minecart. How do you get here? Bruh, I don't know how to even get here. Transportation. Ferry ring? Maybe we should go buy a ferry ring. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go buy a ferry ring, so I don't know. So go to Drainer. Oh, I should have just went to Borrow. Alright, we're gonna go buy a ferry ring. Back to business.
Without yeast, make bread, and cakes mixed with oil, and wafers spread with oil. Put them in a basket and present them in it, along with the bull and the 2 rams. Then bring Aaron and his sons to the entrance to the tent of meeting, and wash them with water. Take the garments, and dress Aaron with the tunic, the robe of the ephod itself, and the breastpiece. Fasten the ephod on him by its skillfully woven waistband. Put the turban on his head, and attach the sacred diadem to the turban. Take the anointing oil, and anoint him by pouring it on his head. Bring his sons, and dress them in tunics, and put headbands on them. Then tie sashes on Aaron and his sons. The priesthood is theirs by a lasting ordinance. In this way you shall ordain Aaron and his sons. Bring the bull to the front of the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head. Slaughter it in the Lord's presence at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Take some of the bull's blood and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour out the rest of it at the base of the altar. Then take all the fat around the inner parts, the covering of the liver, and both kidneys with the fat on them, and burn them on the altar. But burn the bull's flesh and its hide and its offal outside the camp. It is a sin offering. Take one of the rams, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head. Slaughter it, and take the blood and sprinkle it against the altar on all sides. Cut the ram into pieces, and wash the inner parts and the legs. putting them with the head and the other pieces. Then burn the entire ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord, a pleasing aroma, an offering made to the Lord by fire. Take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head. Slaughter it. Take some of its blood and put it on the lobes of the right ears of Aaron and his sons, on the thumbs of their right hands, and on the big toes of their right feet. Then sprinkle blood against the altar on all sides. And take some of the blood on the altar, and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and his garments, and on his sons and their garments. Then he and his sons...
Okay, let me just try to figure out where these giants are. The island was once... How do you get there? The Soul Wars portal. Alright, let's try this. I don't think it's gonna work, but... Okay, so... Looks like we're gonna need a couple of these, huh? Man, okay. This is more complicated than I thought. Okay, so we'll just go back over here, Edgeville. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh dang, I've never even seen this before. Oh wow, okay. So then where do we go from here? Soul Wars portal. And then you go to Isle of Souls. Oh, so it's just south of here? Oh dang, this is gonna be easy. Okay, this is a setup right here. Oh yeah, this is a setup. This is gonna be easy. Okay, let me set this joint up and set it up. I'm about to just here. Oh yeah, see we good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get that Slayer going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get these Slayer points easy, bro. Yo, Slayer about to be easy. Let me get back to business.
And their garments will be consecrated. Take from this ram the fat tail, the fat around the inner parts, the covering of the liver, both kidneys with the fat on them, and the right thigh. This is the ram for the ordination. From the basket of bread made without yeast, which is before the Lord, take a loaf, and a cake made with oil, and a wafer. Put all these in the hands of Aaron and his sons, and wave them before the Lord as a wave offering.
Yo, this is funny.
Then take them from their hands, and burn them on the altar along with the burnt offering for a pleasing aroma to the Lord, an offering made to the Lord by fire. After you take the breast of the ram for Aaron's ordination, wave it before the Lord as a wave offering, and it will be your share. Consecrate those parts of the ordination ram that belong to Aaron and his sons, the breast that was waved and the thigh that was presented. This is always to be the regular share from the Israelites for Aaron and his sons. It is the contribution the Israelites are to make to the Lord from their fellowship offerings. Aaron's sacred garments will belong to his descendants, so that they can be anointed and ordained in them. The son who succeeds him as priest and comes to the tent of meeting to minister in the holy place is to wear them 7 days. Take the ram for the ordination and cook the meat in a sacred place. At the entrance to the tent of meeting, Aaron and his sons are to eat the meat of the ram and the bread that is in the basket. They are to eat these offerings by which atonement was made for their ordination and consecration. But no one else may eat them, because they are sacred. And if any of the meat of the ordination ram or any bread is left over till morning, burn it up. It must not be eaten, because it is sacred. Do for Aaron and his sons everything I have commanded you, taking 7 days to ordain them. Sacrifice a bull each day as a sin offering to make atonement. Purify the altar by making atonement for it, and anoint it to consecrate it. For 7 days make atonement for the altar and consecrate it. Then the altar will be most holy, and whatever touches it will be holy. This is what you are to offer on the altar regularly each day: 2 lambs a year old. Offer one in the morning and the other at twilight. With the first lamb, offer 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with 1/4 of a hin of oil from pressed olives, and 1/4 of a hin of wine as a drink offering. Sacrifice the other lamb at twilight, with the same grain offering and its drink offering as in the morning, a pleasing aroma, an offering made to the Lord by fire. For the generations to come, this burnt offering is to be made regularly at the entrance to the tent of meeting before the Lord. There I will meet you and speak to you. There also I will meet with the Israelites, and the place will be consecrated by my glory. So I will consecrate the tent of meeting and the altar, and will consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Then I will dwell among the Israelites and be their God. They will know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them out of Egypt, so that I might dwell among them. I am the Lord their God.
Chapter 30.
Make an altar of acacia wood for burning incense. It is to be square, 1 cubit long and 1 cubit wide, and 2.
What's good, y'all? Who's in the chat? Oh, what up? What up, Ed Tech? If you're trying to cannon giants, I think the only good spot is Slayer Cave, or use fire spells on them. Water spells. Wilderness Slayer Cave? Nah, we ain't doing that. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. What up, Ed Tech? Bro, we almost done with this. We got 36 more. I think this is the spot right here. You feel me? But y'all let me know, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get finished with this. We about to rank up Slayer, bro. For real. For real. I'm already 32, bro. This is the way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. It is lit. Yeah, this is too easy. I guess I could just do this, right, and just stand here. Steel kite shield. Okay. Back to my boy Moses.
2 cubits high, its horns of one piece with it. Overlay the top and all the sides and the horns with pure gold, and make a gold molding around it. Make 2 gold rings for the altar below the molding, 2 on opposite sides, to hold the poles used to carry it. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Put the altar in front of the curtain that is before the ark of the testimony, before the atonement cover that is over the testimony, where I will meet with you.
This is lit.
Aaron must burn fragrant incense on the altar every morning when he tends the lamps. He must burn incense again when he lights the lamps at twilight, so incense will burn.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if I'm just talking to myself at this point, because I don't know if anyone's even listening. But I guess I don't know if y'all. We got one person in here. I don't know if y'all read the Bible, but like, pretty much at the end of this story. Well, I guess we already read that part, but like, pretty much God kills Aaron, and he kills Aaron and Moses, but he killed them because they didn't have faith. They were like whining and bickering, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm reading this now, I'm like, oh, okay. Like all this jewelry, like all this is jewelry, bro. Wait. This is what Aaron was wearing. You know what I'm saying? And it says that he had a morning routine of burning incense. So like, if you looked like this and you had all this jewelry on and you were burning incense and you still didn't believe, like, I guess God's just like, I can't even help you, bro. Like, you feel me? It low-key makes sense now, because it's like, oh, like, you didn't believe. You had, because think about it, if you had all this stuff and you still didn't believe, like you were wearing this with the 12 tribes of Israel, and how many more of these we got? 16, bro. This literally took like a couple minutes. Well, no. Well, no, you don't. Dang. Well, we pretty much smoked all these moss giants in like 10 minutes, so. Let's see, what's my range at? You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get my range up, you feel me? Might as well shoot a couple arrows, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Got the cannonball, got the arrows. I got 10 more, so pretty much done with this. Oh yeah, this is fire for Slayer. Yeah, what I was saying was like Aaron and Moses were like brothers, you feel me? Like Aaron spoke for Moses because Moses had a lisp or something, right? So Aaron was literally wearing like the ephod, he had the priestly robes, but he still didn't truly believe, I guess. Even after all the wonders that God showed them, they still didn't believe. So, but that's why he got killed. And I'm like listening to it for the second time. I'm like, oh, like he was wearing all this drip and he still didn't believe. Like you had all the drip, bro. Like, how could you? You know what I'm saying? But anyways. Oh yeah, this was like the fastest Slayer quest ever, bro. My prayers at 0. Oh, this is fire. Okay. We'll get back to this. And okay, we did it. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the Slayer Master. Okay. That was pretty lit. I ain't gonna hold you. Back to edge you. Okay. That one worked out, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what the next one is. Do a little quick Slayer test. We gotta try out the Soul Wars. I ain't played that. Alright, let's see what the next Slayer quest is. Get your, oh yeah. What are you gonna knock off his whole head? From the 500 info. Okay. Back to what I was doing.
Burn regularly before the Lord for the generations to come. Do not offer on this altar any other incense or any burnt offering or grain offering, and do not pour a drink offering on it. Once a year, Aaron shall make atonement on its horns. This annual atonement must be made with the blood of the atoning sin offering for the generations to come. It is most holy to the Lord.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
When you take a census of the Israelites to count them, each one must pay the Lord a ransom for his life at the time he is counted. Then no plague will come on them when you number them. Each one who crosses over to those already counted is to give a half shekel, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. This half shekel is an offering to the Lord. All who cross over, those 20 years old or more, are to give an offering to the Lord. The rich are not to give more than a half shekel, and the poor are not to give less when you make the offering to the Lord to atone for your lives.
Okay, so next we're gonna try this. So they got 21 of them. Forgotten Cemetery. Where's this? This in the wild? Oh, it's in the wild. Yeah, we ain't going up there. We ain't going up there, gang. Stronghold of Security. How do you get in here? Stronghold Slayer Cave. I'll try this on Stronghold of Security. Is a dungeon. Where is this at? Is a dungeon found in Barbarian Village. Once at Barbarian, climb down the entrance between the coal and tin rocks. The dungeon was created to enhance the security of players by filling out security questions in their account, management, and answer. Okay. Wait. 4 levels. What's going on here? So where's this thing at? The Scepter of Death? So... I might go try to do this. I don't even know what this is. So we're gonna go to back to Edgeville. I got a Varrock? Alright. We're gonna go to Edgeville. Okay, so we're gonna hit Edgeville, then we're gonna hit Varrock, then we're gonna go to Barbarian Village and figure out what this place is.
Receive the atonement money from the Israelites and use it for the service of the tent of meeting. It will be a memorial for the Israelites before the Lord, making atonement for your lives.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Make a bronze basin with its bronze stand for washing. Place it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and put water in it. Aaron and his sons are to wash their hands and feet with water from it. Whenever they enter the tent of meeting, they shall wash with water, so that they will not die. Also, when they approach the altar to minister by presenting an offering made to the Lord by fire, they shall wash their hands and feet, so that they will not die. This is to be a lasting ordinance for Aaron and his descendants for the generations to come.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Take the following fine spices: 500 shekels of liquid myrrh, half as much, that is 250 shekels of fragrant cinnamon, 250 shekels of fragrant cane, 500 shekels of cassia, all according to the sanctuary shekel, and a hin of olive oil. Make these into a sacred anointing oil, a fragrant blend, the work of a perfumer. It will be the sacred anointing oil. Then use it to anoint the tent of meeting, the ark of the testimony, the table and all its articles, the lampstand and its accessories, the altar of incense, the altar of burnt offering and all its utensils, and the basin with its stand. You shall consecrate them, so they will be most holy, and whatever touches them will be holy. Anoint Aaron and his sons and consecrate them, so they may serve me as priests. Say to the Israelites, This is to be my sacred anointing oil for the generations to come. Do not pour it on men's bodies, and do not make any oil with the same formula. It is sacred, and you are to consider it sacred. Whoever makes perfume like it, and whoever puts it on anyone other than a priest, must be cut off from his people.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Take fragrant spices, gum resin, onycha, and galbanum, and pure frankincense, all in equal amounts, and make a fragrant blend of incense, the work of a perfumer. It is to be salted and pure and sacred. Grind some of it to powder, and place it in front of the testimony in the tent of meeting, where I will meet with you. It shall be most holy to you. Do not make any incense with this formula for yourselves. Consider it holy to the Lord. Whoever makes any like it to enjoy its fragrance must be cut off from his people.
Chapter 31. Then the Lord said to Moses,
See, I have chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God, with skill, ability, and knowledge in all kinds of crafts, to make artistic designs for work in gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of craftsmanship.
Okay, let me open this door real quick. Okay, so here's the plan. New plan. We're about to go. Just gonna pause that for a second. It's a tabernacle, you know what I'm saying? So we're about to go to the gnome stronghold. And then south of Univ. The entrance to the stronghold Slayer Cave is located in the gnome stronghold. So do you have to have so can you just walk in here? I guess we'll just try it out. So we got cannonballs. Let's get a couple more fish, I guess. We'll just get more fish, and then we'll just go to Wait, put this sword away, and then we're gonna get out one of these ones. Drop that junk. What? So he's got 26 bands for that? Like, what the heck? I guess you could buy them yourself and then recharge them. Okay. So we're gonna go to the fishing guild. Okay, so we out of here. So we're gonna see if we can get into this gnome stronghold area. This is not where I thought I was at. Okay. It's kind of close. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the deal is. So we gotta go. Yeah, we'll just. Oh, no. We're just gonna. It's gonna be a slow walk. Slow walk, you feel me? To this tavern.
Moreover, I have appointed Oholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, to help him. Also I have given skill to all the craftsmen to make everything I have commanded you. The tent of meeting, the ark of the testimony with the atonement cover on it, and all the other furnishings of the tent, the table and its articles, the pure gold lampstand and all its accessories, the altar of incense, the altar of burnt offering and all its utensils, the basin with its stand, and also the woven garments, both the sacred garments for Aaron the priest and the garments for his sons when they serve as priests, and the anointing oil and fragrant incense for the holy place. They are to make them just as I commanded you.
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Say to the Israelites, you must observe my Sabbaths. This will be a sign between me and you for the generations to come, so you may know that I am the Lord who makes you holy. Observe the Sabbath, because it is holy to you. Anyone who desecrates it must be put to death. Whoever does any work on that day must be cut off from his people. For 6 days work is to be done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day must be put to death. The Israelites are to observe the Sabbath, celebrating it for the generations to come as a lasting covenant. It will be a sign between me and the Israelites forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he abstained from work and rested.
When the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him the 2 tablets of the testimony, the tablets of stone, inscribed by the finger of God. Chapter 32. When the people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said,
Come, make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him.
Aaron answered them,
Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me.
So all the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said,
These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt.
When Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced,
Tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord.
So the next day the people rose early and sacrificed burnt offerings and presented fellowship offerings. Afterward, they sat down to eat and drink and got up to indulge in revelry. Then the Lord said to Moses,
Go down, because your people whom you brought up out of Egypt have become corrupt. They have been quick to turn away from what I commanded them, and have made themselves an idol cast in the shape of a calf. They have bowed down to it and sacrificed to it and have said, 'These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt.' I have seen these people,"
the Lord said to Moses.
"and they are a stiff-necked people. Now, leave me alone, so that my anger may burn against them, and that I may destroy them. Then I will make you into a great nation."
But Moses sought the favor of the Lord his God.
O Lord,
He said,
why should your anger burn against your people, whom you brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say, "It was with evil intent that he brought them out, to kill them in the mountains and to wipe them off the face of the earth"? Turn from your fierce anger, relent, and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, to whom you swore by your own self. I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendants all this land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever.
Then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. Moses turned and went down the mountain with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hands. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. The tablets were the work of God. The writing was the writing of God, engraved on the tablets. When Joshua heard the noise of the people shouting, he said to Moses,
There is the sound of war in the camp.
Moses replied,
It is not the sound of victory. It is not the sound of defeat. It is the sound of singing that I hear.
When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, his anger burned, and he threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them to pieces at the foot of the mountain. And he took the calf they had made and burned it in the fire. Then he ground it to powder, scattered it on the water, and made the Israelites drink it. He said to Aaron,
What did these people do to you, that you led them into such great sin?
Do not be angry, my lord.
Aaron answered,
You know how prone these people are to evil. They said to me, Make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him. So I told them, Whoever has any gold jewelry, take it off. Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf.
Moses saw that the people were running wild, and that Aaron had let them get out of control, and so become a laughingstock to their enemies. So he stood at the entrance to the camp and said,
Whoever is for the Lord, come to me.
And all the Levites rallied to him. Then he said to them,
This is what the Lord, the God of Israel,
This is
says.
gonna be a little more tough.
Each man strap a sword to his side. Go back and forth through the camp, from one end to the other, each killing his brother and friend and neighbor.
The Levites did as Moses commanded, and that day about 3,000 of the people died. Then Moses said,
You have been set apart to the Lord today, for you were against your own sons and brothers, and he has blessed you this day.
The next day Moses said to the people,
You have committed a great sin, but now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin.
So Moses went back to the Lord and said,
Oh, what a great sin these people have committed. They have made themselves gods of gold. But now, please forgive their sin. But if not, then blot me out of the book you have written.
The Lord replied to Moses,
Okay.
Whoever has sinned against me, I will blot out of my book. Now go, lead the people to the place I spoke of.
Okay, this is gonna be a little more complicated because this thing is not really. There's nowhere for me to like hide. You feel me? This thing gonna start bothering me. It's gonna bother me too. Let's see. Are these things invisible or something? Alright, we're gonna try this differently. So we're about to dip out. We'll just come back over here in a second. Okay. We're gonna get some prayer, restore potions, and then we're just gonna put on some rune armor so we can just stand in a cut, you feel me? So how do I get out of here? What's your tunnel? Okay. Okay, so we gotta hit the bank. Here's the plan. We got to just put on a full rune set. Prayer restore. So where's the bank at? We're standing on the bank. Nice. So I put this million away. I'm gonna pull out all these swordfish. Got the bronze there. We got a prayer restore or something? Prayer potion. Okay. I guess we'll just do a rune set, I guess. Where's the rune legs at, you heard? Skinny. I'm gonna drink this prayer restore. Left. So is there like a prayer altar over here? Oh, I didn't get the potions. I guess I can always buy more prayer potions, so. Alright, we'll try this. I ain't gonna lie, it seems like it wasn't really hitting them. I don't know. I'm gonna just use prayer and just keep restoring it, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Cause pull us over, we gonna take them on a chase. Alright. So where we at? Okay, so we're over here. These dudes are level 111. I'm literally level like 50 or something. 56. Yeah. Look at y'all. So I should be able to just prayer up. Why isn't it freaking attacking the dude, bro? So it doesn't work on them or something? Oh, this is whack. Yeah, this is gonna take forever, bro. What's up with this? Bruh. I don't know why this thing isn't working. Well, this would be a lot faster if it worked, but I guess, you know what I'm saying. Man, this is whack, bro. This is not even working. I mean, it's kind of working, but not really. Yo, what up? So we where we at? So with the chat, what are you doing? Never mind, subbed anyways. I'm not sure. Hey, this sub one shot. Lost in the sauce. You hear me? Nah, I don't. Wait, let's see. Okay. Lost in the sauce. Y'all read chat. You hear me? We're just trying to kill these, whatever these things are. We got 20 more of them. So, I got my prayer up, you know what I'm saying? So I can just stand here, bang with these dudes, you feel me? But it's gonna take it forever. Hit him with a 29, it's over. This isn't the wilderness. I did the wilderness yesterday. If you watched the stream yesterday, I went to the wilderness. I got killed, I lost all my stuff. I went back and I got killed again. This is the Gnome Stronghold dungeon or whatever. I'm not doing no more wilderness quests because that was too crazy. Do I look new to RS? What you mean? What you trying to say, bro? What you trying to say, bro? You call me a noob, bro? Oh yeah, I died. You watched the full stream? Nah, yesterday I went to the wild and I had to kill, for Slayer, I had to kill 100 rogues. And then I went up to the castle and then I got killed by one of the monsters and I dropped like all my stuff. And then I went back and then there was a PKer who killed me. But yeah, I got killed there, so I'm not going back out there to the wilderness. No, I'm not new. I played like 10 years ago, and then I just started playing. Nah, you good, bro. Nah, I played like 10 years ago, and I just made this count like a year ago, but I haven't really been playing that much. I'm just getting back into it. Like I just started playing again last month. But I used to make videos like a year ago, but my computer wasn't fast enough, so I was like, I just took a break. So now I got a new computer. So now we back in this joint. And the channel's growing pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's getting like a couple subscribers per day, so you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll keep growing. But like there's been, like, I got 50 mil in the bank. And yeah, people literally just gave me 50 mil over like the past week. What's poppin', gang? Some Slayer action. How do you look up people in this? I don't even know. How many more we got? 15 more? Oh, okay. Wait, what's the... Oh, OSXP? Let me see. I don't even know how to look up people on this. Rune Light. I'm not on Rune Light. We ain't on that. It's H-Dolls. Wait, what do I click on here? This ain't Rune Light, homie. This better than Rune Light. Oh no. I'm about to die in this joint. But there has to be a way to look somebody up. Player. I don't know how to look it up. I'll have to like just... Oh, dang. Bro, Rune Light. I already had Rune Light. This is better. Man, I got the tile indicator. I got quest helper right here. But, wait, let me see if I can find you. OS. Rune Light is like the baby version of this. I got a bond right here. Let's see. Stat trackers. This stat trackers. This rune heavy right here, you're... Man, I'm getting... You do schmacking this. Okay. Let's see. OSXP, that's your name? Is that your name? $21. Bro, I ain't find you, bro. You don't exist, homie. OSXP. You don't exist, bro. You're the noob. Well, let's see. Oh. Dang, bro, what the heck? Dang, bro, you 99. All that. Dang, bro. $99, everything. You feel me? Bruh, everyone's like level 100 everything, bruh. Bruh, so everyone's like 120. Like all the viewers are like level 120, so like I feel you. It's crazy. Yeah, I was out in the wilderness. I was doing Slayer. I had to kill like 70 of them. And then this dude, he was like, yo, you need to go buy some dragon bones and like get your prayer up, and then it'll make it easier. So I like went out to the wild, and we were like, I was doing dragon bones on the altar, and then like some PKers pulled up, killed my homie, you feel me? It was crazy. But we was outside in the wilderness, you heard? For sure, thanks. Fire that. How many more? We got 6 more? Oh yeah, that's easy. Light work. That's easy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. We're gonna get back to what we was listening to. Okay.
And my angel will go before you. However, when the time comes for me to punish, I will punish them for their sin.
And the Lord struck the people with a plague because of what they did with the calf Aaron had made. Chapter 33. Then the Lord said to Moses,
Leave this place, you and the people you brought up out of Egypt, and go up to the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants.
5 left.
I will send an angel before you, and drive out the Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. Go up to the land, flowing with milk and honey. But I will not go with you, because you are a stiff-necked people, and I might destroy you on the way.
When the people heard these distressing words, they began to mourn, and no one put on any ornaments. For the Lord had said to Moses,
Tell the Israelites, you are a stiff-necked people. If I were to go with you, even for a moment, I might destroy you. Now take off your ornaments, and I will decide what to do with you.
So the Israelites stripped off their ornaments at Mount Horeb. Now Moses used to take a tent and pitch it outside the camp, some distance away, calling it the tent of meeting. Anyone inquiring of the Lord would go to the tent of meeting outside the camp. And whenever Moses went out to the tent, all the people rose and stood at the entrances to their tents, watching Moses until he entered the tent. As Moses went into the tent, the pillar of cloud would come down and stay at the entrance, while the Lord spoke with Moses. Whenever the people saw the pillar of cloud standing at the entrance to the tent, they all stood and worshipped, each at the entrance to his tent. The Lord would speak to Moses face to face, as a man speaks with his friend. Then Moses would return to the camp, but his young age Joshua, son of Nun, did not leave the tent. Moses said to the Lord,
You have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. You have said, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. If you are pleased with me, teach me your ways, so I may know you and continue to find favor with you. Remember that this nation is your people.
The Lord replied,
My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest.
Then Moses said to him,
If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here. How will anyone know that you are pleased with me and with your people unless you go with us? What else will distinguish me and your people from all the other people on the face of the earth?
And the Lord said to Moses,
I will do the very thing you have asked, because I am pleased with you. and I know you by name.
Then Moses said,
Now, show me your glory.
and the Lord said,
I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But,
he said,
you cannot see my face, for no...
Okay. So we need to find the next Slayer dude. I think there's a Slayer dude in this place, so we're gonna do... We're on for an hour, 41? 41? Okay, so here's the plan. We gotta find another... I think there's a Slayer Master here. Oh yeah, let's... Gnome Stronghold. Gnome Stronghold. Slayer. Okay, let's see what he says. Slayer Masters. Alright, we're gonna dip out of this spot here. You catch a, oh yeah, 40 gonna knock off his whole head. Never mind. Just kidding. So I could talk to this dude, this Slayer Master. Oh, let's see what his level required. Dang. The second to highest. Okay. Some of us are over. Okay. Well. Alright. So I guess we'll go back to Edgeville and get another assignment. Edgeville. Okay, cool. So we might get this assignment and then just take a break for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, once some more people get on, maybe they'll be able to tell me something I should do, so maybe I'll do a quest or something, I don't even know. I catch a, oh yeah. 40, 30 views. She. Okay. Assignment. What's the deal? 68 hobgoblins. Okay, great. Okay. Alright, people. So we're gonna dip right now. And then we're gonna come back in like a couple hours or something. So I'll be back in a few hours. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. That was a little Slayer ranking up. We finally used the Dwarf cannon, you know what I'm saying? That joint, too easy. We listened to some Moses and stuff, so you know what I'm saying? Fire video. But I'll get back with y'all in a couple hours. So I'll holla at y'all later. Peace. Exit. Okay. Oh wait.